What's popping to YouTube? This is your boy Therese, and I am doing a review on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, Episode 2. The show starts off where we finished with Episode 1, where it was confirmed a little too much alcohol got to Brandy, and they said, okay, now it's time to put you to bed. Phaedra went upstairs to kind of talk some sense in her a little bit and kind of console her so she wouldn't feel like everybody was ganged up on her. And then the following scene, we see the ladies speaking to Dorinda about her sex life, and she stated that she practically do not think about sex, have sex, want sex. It's just out of sight, out of mind, I guess, for her. And then it went from that to Vicky becoming so uncomfortable. And eventually they started speaking in regards of C19, and she immediately expressed to the ladies that she did not want to go into talking about it because it's right up the alley of politics, which does nothing but start a fight, which it eventually did. And Dorinda completely flipped out, and I think that it was so unwarranted regardless of her personal emotions or feelings towards it, because at the end of the day, this is what Vicky was ultimately trying to avoid, and it blew up anyways. Eventually, Dorinda came back, apologized when she calmed down. She was just over passionate in regards of, the experience of C19 and the lives that have taken from her. Her and Vicky come to a mutual understanding, and then later on, the ladies end up doing a sound bathing, which Vicky was not here for at all. She was so confused. How was it supposed to benefit her? And eventually got so annoyed and tired of doing it, she just got up. Tamara then goes to check on Vicky because she can feel that Vicky's energy is off and nowhere near, who she knows Vicky to be. Her and Tamara have a conversation, and you can clearly see that Vicky is hurt and she doesn't want to be alone, and she's missing her relationship. And as her and Tamara are in the room talking, you can still see that though she's very hurt about it, she's twice as closed off about talking about it. Dorinda comes in the room and try to cheer her up, all the while and kind of insinuating that he could have been cheating. I really enjoyed the bonding moment that Taylor and Eva shared together when it came to their domestic abuse with their past lovers. One of the most problematic issues currently right now, from what I've been seeing online with the Real Housewives franchises, is that race is starting to become a huge topic of discussion. What I usually always tell people, that we're always going to fall out over differences or things that we do not have in common. But what we saw here on screen was two women that shared something in common. And I always say that we always will bond over what we have in common. And these two women, they shared, a very traumatic experience from their past lovers. It was honestly beautiful seeing Eva find someone that literally can relate to down to the bone of what she was going through and the mentality that it can put one in. So I really thought that was cool and amazing to see that regardless of what is on the outside of us, on the inside, we all hurt and go through the same experiences. Next, the ladies go and see a coffee reader, and it continues to go south for Brandy because the other ladies view her conversation with Eva as disruptive. Dorinda calls her out on it, and the ladies move their conversation to the dinner table, and Brandy comes to apologize for her disruptive behavior and let it be known that she apologized to the coffee reader if she was being disrespectful. Dorinda goes on to say that she's just respectful herself, and she was just very defensive for the coffee reader. And eventually Tamara chimes in and says that Brandy just needs to shut the fuck up sometimes, which Brandy did not necessarily disagree with, and then turned to ask the ladies to play a game to question them all in regards of their experiences on their seasons. The ladies were immediately turned off, and it'd be known to Brandy that they weren't interested in playing a game. Tamara then says that she thinks that Brandy believes everything that she reads and see, and immediately Brandy jumped in and told Tamara to shut the fuck up, and the whole table basically jumped down Brandy's throat. Tamara ate her ass up. Vicky jumped down her throat. It just seemed like Eva came in and tried to check the wrong people, and Vicky hit her ass with a "you need to go bye-bye if you don't know what's going on." Eva immediately got defensive and checked her back. As this is going on, Brandy is still at the table disrespecting people furthermore, which eventually Eva and Phaedra had to excuse her from the table, talk to her outside. Granted, Brandy do talk like a lot of people do now these days, where we can be like, these bitches, that bitch, hey bitch, look bitch, but not everyone is receiving to that type of communication, and these group of ladies, other than Phaedra and Eva, are not immune to that. So they take it wrong, and it's elevated to another level. But Brandy has to understand that she's coming across very disrespectful. Just for her to come back to the table, Phaedra to ask her, why do you think that, again, seek to understand, then make one understand without assuming and making an asshole of yourself. Phaedra then asked Brandy, what makes you think that she was a lesbian? And the first thing she says was her eyebrows. Lesbian definition, Brandy, is a female that's attracted to other females. How in the hell does her eyebrows looking a certain type of way can translate to her being attracted to another woman is beyond me. But it kind of regurgitates a lot of what the other women are saying, that Brandy kind of comes across ignorant and dumb. Me as a first-time viewer of Brandy and the person that she gives us on TV, she gives me a very inconsiderate, disrespectful person that I personally would not want to be around, because her mouth can literally cause someone to go to jail. Honestly, I will say that this season is definitely very different from the last season. It's a lot more chaos that's unnecessary, but it's, from my point of view, it's really stirred up from Brandy and other people that kind of don't really care to really deal with her. So I don't really see the perception of Brandy changing or improving in the other ladies' eyes. But tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think that they're going to eventually warm up to her? And do you think she's just going to stop saying dumb shit so they can leave her the fuck alone? But let's just see what it gives. I'll talk to you guys later. Please like, subscribe, and comment what your thoughts below. Until next time, YouTube, adios.